Polished by Tesia.
Welcome to another episode of Standin On Business, where we interview the hottest entrepreneurs and the most successful business owners. Today we are here with
Tesia Davis.
And what's your business name?
Polished by Tesia.
So tell us a little bit about your business.
So I've been a hairstylist for about 9 years now. So now I'm just specializing in sew-ins. So with the sew-in, I provide a shampoo, a standard trim, and styling, and a sew-in, all for just one price in a package just for you guys.
Okay. So how did you come up with the idea of kind of like bundling everything together?
Just clients, they would say like, oh, I want shampoo included, or they just don't know how to shampoo their hair correctly. So I just felt like it would be easier for just me to just shampoo their hair.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And I feel like that is easier to kind of do it all versus them coming in with, I don't know, half matted hair or,
or oily hair. Yes, it is.
Okay.
Because a lot of people don't know how to properly wash their hair.
Okay. So how did you get into doing hair?
I feel like it started when I was 9 years old on my brat's dog, just doing like braids. I would look at the braiding hair and be like, oh, how did they start off so skinny and like just make the braid into like so neat and clean.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what always inspired me, just looking at the braiding hair, honestly. Or when people do my hair, I would be like, I don't really like it. I wanted to do it a different way. So that's just that. And then when YouTube came about, I was just looking at tutorials. I like to say I always looked up like how to do my sewing like Aaliyah. So I'm like in the mirror trying to do my braid down and everything. So that's just how I started.
So you started on your own hair?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you do hair like in high school or anything like that?
Yeah, I did hair in high school. So I went to Frank H. Peterson, and I also went to Paul Mitchell, and I combined my hours to get my cosmetology license. So like in high school, I used to do like my friends, my classmates, whoever would just sit in my chair, honestly.
Okay. So that's kind of how you got started with building this brand a little bit.
Yes. So basically, I like to say that I started at the weave shop where it was $50 sew-ins, and I used to be a shampoo girl, and I would break down stylist clients and send them to the back. And later on, I got hired to do sew-ins, and then from there, I actually quit that job, and I ended up putting an ad on Craigslist while I was pregnant with my first baby, and just traveling to my clients around Jacksonville till I got up to a clientele where me and my husband bought our first house, and I asked him if I can do hair out that room, and I was like, okay. He actually agreed to it, so I was like, okay, well, I'll do that. And I decorated the room. I did a lot of my marketing, a lot of social media. So I used to do sew-ins, and then I ended up doing a lot more braids because people was figuring out that I could just, do lemonade braids. So I did lemonade braids, I did tribal braids, I did knotless braids. And then I got to a point where my fingers was hurting, and I just felt like my feet, I was like, I cannot do this anymore. So I ended up switching to sew-ins, and now I'm basically here.
Okay, that's what's up. That's an interesting story. So you kind of went from working for somebody, to building your own business at your own house, traveling to people, to your own space now.
Yeah.
That's like the definition of standing on business. For sure.
Yes.
So earlier you mentioned that you have weave for sale as well. Could you tell us the difference between like raw and virgin hair?
So I feel like raw hair is a little bit more dense than virgin hair. Virgin hair is more silkier. So it's a little bit harder for my clients to blend with their natural hair when they're getting leave out. Raw hair is a little bit better only because you're not flat ironing your hair as much.
Oh, okay.
So that's the difference. And then if you don't want if you don't want a leave out, you can always do a lace closure, which is more protective for your hair.
Okay, I was just going to ask that.
Yeah.
So a lace closure can protect your hair if you want to have it all put away.
Okay. But it does push back. So I like to tell my clients every 2 to 3 weeks you have to come back for maintenance as well, because as your hair start growing, your closure is going to start sliding back. And you don't want that to happen. So you have to come back to get it maintained by me.
Okay. I like that. That takes me back to like high school when I first started getting sew-ins and didn't know nothing about nothing.
Really?
Yes. And you would buy like weave offline. It was not the best, but now you can come in and like shop like a boutique, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Definitely.
So what else have you been adding to your business? Do you have any other elements or anything that you're building towards with this business?
I would say I would start off my YouTube a little bit more. I'm going to pick up my camera because I feel like I've been slacking on, shooting content. But that's about it.
Okay. So when it comes to staying true to your business and just being dedicated to it, what would you say is your main motivation on how you stay true to this business, even when it could be hard or slow times?
I don't know. I really like it, honestly. I just asked my husband, like, what is something that he admires about me? And he said, like, you're consistent. You wake up every day and, like, you really go for your dreams.
Okay. So having a good partner has really helped you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. He has definitely helped me. He helped me put this up together.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So another question. So when you were being a shampoo girl and you were seeing everybody else be like get all these clients, how did that make you feel? Like what space did that put you in?
I don't know. I was just always inspired. I feel like working with other stylists, I picked up a lot from each and every one of them. Just looking at their strengths, looking at their weaknesses, and, like everyone is good in their own way.
Right.
So that's it. Yeah.
Okay. So you just kind of picked up the good and the bad and observed them.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. Okay. So if you could tell the people how they could reach you if they want to book a service or purchase any hair products.
Well, you can follow me at PolishedByTesia on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest.
Well, thank you, Miss Tesia.
All right. Thank you.
PolishedByTesia.